Hello, everyone. This is BigAlski again,
And JTB.
and this is part B of Chapter 10, Ball-Bait's Master Ninja Run. Where does he drag that essence from?
Oh, to start that encounter?
Yeah.
My memory, I can't remember. There might be bats in that chest. I can't actually remember. It might be the bats. I can't remember.
The beetles don't respawn, do they?
The beetles don't respawn, as far as I know. My memory on that stuff is a little fuzzy, to be honest.
Oh man,
I'm like 4 years. It's like 4 years since I've done that. I'm pretty sure there are bats in that chest. If not, the rat might actually chain that far. I don't know.
Wow.
Might do. Like if you can, blue essence stays out for 10 seconds. So I mean, if you can get there quick enough, maybe. But I'm pretty sure there are bats in that chest. I'll have to check that.
Okay.
But
I guess we should have checked all that stuff before.
yeah, I mean, I think he could have done it. He could have, even without it though. I mean, like he has 7 seconds here, so like he could have started this off with just a straight charged UT. That would have been.
Now let me ask you a question. When he just UT'd that guy right there, could he have done the Kel trick, the forward Y, windmill shuriken, and got an ET out of that?
He could have, but I'm pretty sure that windmill shuriken doesn't hit crab fiends. Like it doesn't actually apply to them. You can't connect a hit with them.
Okay.
And that timing is very strict. I remember because I can't remember when I showed that, but it was a very long time ago. But like it's pretty much like the just frame timing of when you like release a UT like on the very frame it charges and you don't actually see it come out, but you release it and it's a UT, not an ET.
Right.
That's the timing that's required to actually hit that ET. It's extremely strict.
Right.
And it's only 2,000 points, and it's one of those things that you have to do at the end of an encounter. So it's not something that I think is worth the timing if you can do it. I mean, I know Kel got really good at that though.
Oh yeah, he was really good. That's
really
the reason
good.
I was saying, maybe.
I didn't think it was worth it when I remember when I think that was on my Ninja Dog commentary run I did. I remember when I found that and was like, yeah, this is really good, but it was one of those things that it's like it is good, but it's so strict and it's for such a little reward. Like it's for 2,000 points. But I mean, if you can do it, like if you've got the execution and the patience to do it, then do it by all means. But yeah, it only works on enemies that the windmill shuriken can actually hit, which is unfortunate.
So, does this encounter spawn twice, or
this is 2 separate ones? This is 2 separate encounters. One of these is before the clone Ryu, and the other one will be afterwards. Because it's unfortunate, because if you could save both of these, then you'd be able to do this with the Armlet of Celerity, but you can't, because when you put in the Tablet of the Blue Stream, that's what opens up that gate that's at the end of this hallway. So, like, if you do that first, that will actually despawn this encounter, and you'll only get the second one.
So, if after the worm fight, I used to always go here and do this, or I thought I did.
Yeah, this was one that I think I think a lot of people got a bit confused over that. But yeah, there is definitely 2 encounters here. This one is like before the blue stream, like before the Tablet of the Blue Stream is put in, and the other one is afterwards. Because I think the other one has more enemies as well. I think the other one has 9 or 10 enemies. It might be 9.
Wow, well I might have missed some points then, not knowing that there was 2 encounters.
Yeah, you would have definitely missed out on the first one at least.
And then I might have missed out on. Didn't he put? No, he hadn't put that in yet, has he?
No, he hasn't put that in yet. This has got to be the worst farming. Like, this has got to be one of the worst things in the game. I hate this so much.
Right.
And this is even worse, because I'm glad that he shows it on video, because I didn't. I really couldn't be bothered to record this fight again. But I remember when I was on my run and I found this out. You can actually, where he's got him trapped now, I covered it. If you want like more in-depth like explanation of what the void is, go and watch the archive challenge video I put up. But you can see when he hits him with a Debilero UT, there's no like wall actually behind him, even though there is. But like as far as the game is concerned, there's no wall to knock him into, so he actually gets like the the knockback animation there. And I'm pretty sure that gets you like 3 or 4 extra UTs in this fight, as opposed to 17 if you knock him in the wall every single time. But it makes this fight an even bigger headache because this is a horrendous fight to bomb. Like, he's so annoying with those arrows.
If you notice, he blocks a UT coming up here.
Yeah, he does sometimes. Yeah, the clone Ryus, like, they can be really, really frustrating with UTs. Like, they can block them, they can roll through them, which I think is even more annoying. Like, you know, they are not 100% guaranteed. Like, you know, they're probably like 9 times out of 10 maybe, but
right there, right there,
they can block them.
Again, another Kiori find.
Yeah, I remember people went ape shit when this video came out. I was like, holy shit! Like, how did he figure this out? Like, I suppose thinking about it though, like it's so genius because like he obviously cottoned on really early on that, like, you know, once you get a certain distance, he will do nothing but shoot arrows. Like, and like like when you break it down, it's kind of simple, but it's so clever that he actually figured it out, like the way he does, to manipulate the environment to get those UTs.
Right now he shows his essence.
Yeah, it's 56, isn't it? Yeah, 56. 56k. Like, and he's still like 56,000, like on top of everything else in this chapter, and he still hasn't done like the Fiend challenges or the Pillbug fights yet.
Right. So, you know, he loses a couple of rebirths throughout the chapter, but who cares?
Yeah, I mean, that evil Ryu pretty much pays for those, and, you know, 6,000 more essence.
Right. He has a pretty good fight here. They split out nicely there at the end.
Yeah, they do. I think the Warhammer's definitely better for Pillbugs. The Debilla UT is, like, I mean, in the Fiend challenge you can do it because you have the time to make it up. But for regular Pillbugs, like, I think the Warhammer's definitely the best. The Debilla UT is just too destructive. Like, you can easily kill an entire wave with one Debilla UT.
Right, yeah. Again, knowing how much essence you have out, you know, if it's just 1 or 2, you know, where you need to go, looking at the enemies to see if there's only 1 or 2 around, you know, all that stuff comes into play. I just don't think some people fully understand.
And I think as well, he's showing it really well here, but it's not one of those things that can be... It's not one of those things that you actually can see unless you already know about it. It's knowing the collision of the Warhammer's UT. Like, knowing... Like, there's a couple of times in that fight where it looks like it should kill 3 enemies, but, you know, he has positioned it so that it's only going to kill 2. Like, that is just knowing, you know, how that UT works and functions.
Right.
Like, there's a lot more to it than just simply chaining the UTs together. But like in the actual Fiend challenge of the Pillbugs, you can definitely afford to use the Debilla a little bit more to save yourself some time.
Yeah, because you're going to get the 50 UTs anyway.
Yeah, you will. You can easily not get them though. Like, this Fiend challenge, I've always found rather tricky. Like, like if you're too like kind of overzealous with killing like over 3 or 4 at a time, like, you can easily end up only getting like 40 UTs out of this. Like, you really, like, every so often, like, try and kill, you know, just 2 or something, so you only have to make up a few at the end.
He might switch back and forth a little bit later on with the Warhammer too. He's not going to show the whole fight.
That's definitely something I think is worth doing as well. If you can, like, if there's 2 Pillbugs, say, like, out of the way, definitely just, you know, swap to the Warhammer and kill those 2. 'Cause, like, that 1 UT is just 1 UT you don't have to make up later.
I'm surprised he waited to charge a full UT, because I figured an ET would have killed him. So, again, there's a few 100 points. Somebody...
yeah, maybe. That's the funny thing, though. You could actually work that out. That costs him maybe, what, an extra 2 seconds?
Right.
So work out what 2 seconds equates to in that encounter's kill bonus. Maybe 20, 30 points.
Yeah. This fight's actually kind of fun. It's hard to make in Sigma, though. The time limit, like, on very hard.
What is the time limit on Sigma? I didn't play a lot of Sigma.
It's a lot shorter than this. I mean, it's kind of ludicrous, some of the time limits that they have, you know, in these fights here. Which, of course, you know, lends to the long chapter bonus, which, you know, allows you to save and everything.
Yeah. Did the chapter time limits get toned down in Sigma?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
I have it on written down somewhere.
I think I've still got that somewhere, actually, the Sigma timesheet. But yeah, my like old school PS3 died, and I lost all my Sigma data. I'm
Oh wow.
really, really gutted about that.
Well, is he missing some fights here?
No, he's not.
Has he gone to the blue? Has he gone to the blue to put the tablet on there yet?
I don't think he shows that fight, if I remember correctly.
So then he didn't show the fight after that either, then, or the ogres.
I know he definitely skips the ogres, but I'm not sure if he shows the laser fiend, the crab fiend in the blue stream. If you're like missing where that is, like you'll be able to tell by his score when you go back and watch the video. Yeah, he definitely doesn't show the ogres.
Yeah, so the ogres, there's a nice sweet spot that a lot of people use on one of the little, what is that, the stones that came off there, right
it's
there
on the
off
very
to the
left where
left-hand
he is
side.
now. Yeah.
And but yeah, that's here's some other points. There are only 2,000. There's some more points for people, you know.
Yeah, try and get the UT. I think it's very. I mean, time limit wise, like if you could get a perfectly cooperative boss, like I'm trying to remember how much time you have at the start of this encounter. I don't think you actually have time for 50 UTs straight. You might do, but like you definitely want to kind of shoot for like at least 40, like 35, 40 UTs, and making the time limit in a decent amount of time as well.
Well, the standard again was quick killing them with the UF.
Yeah, it was Kiori that. I mean, I think it was. I think he was the one that showed farming every boss. I know in chapter 12, he farms Jotunfrau and he farms the Flame Dragon. And before then, everybody just speed killed them. It was
right.
And you get way more points with. I mean, they're not strictly farming because it's very strategic, like the way the UTs are used in those fights. Like you're UTing him while taking down his health and spawning his enemies to chain more UTs. You're not strictly farming the boss. In the traditional sense that you'd be like farming ogres or something.
Right. That bothers me. I wish he had seen that or showed the blue tablet fight.
Yeah.
Just because of the after the first worm, and I hate going back and repeating this, since we've talked about it a little bit, but going back and after the first worm, I would always go and fight that we were talking about.
Yeah.
So you're saying after the blue tablet, that spawns another fight in there as well.
Yeah, when you put in the blue tablet and it drains it, that's when that fight spawns.
Again?
Yeah, that's when it has 9 enemies in it.
Okay.
And not 6.
Yeah, so I might have missed that. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my Hurricane Pack run or even my very hard run and see if I had done that. I might have missed all that stuff. Just something. Wow, I've been playing this game a long time, and here I am missing that.
Yeah, there's so much to this game. It's like an encyclopedia to remember it all.
Right. I like the time in here. Just the animation starts for the UT, so he doesn't get the hit.
Oh yeah, right that is very strict timing. Yeah, it's very strict timing to get your UTs in between them.
Yeah, he knew he wasn't going to make it there, but using the recovery frames or the invincibility frames, I guess is a better word for it. Yeah, it's nice.
I can't remember. I think I wrote down somewhere like the amount of points he gets out of this. I can't remember. I think he does. I think he's at least on par, or might even beat Kiori on this one by maybe like 1,000 or so points.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I think Kiori gets. I think Kiori got maybe 315,000 out of this boss fight. Like he gets a ridiculous amount of points out of it.
Right. Well, he missed a couple of UTs because of the laser killing some of the minions with him. So, there's definitely more points to be had.
Yeah. It's after the Peristyle Passage Fiend challenge is when he goes to do the Crab Fiends. I just checked it on another video player.
No.
Yeah, because it was bugging me. Like I was thinking, like, has he forgot that fight? Like, we need to tell him. It's like, dude, you've missed like 80,000. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, it's after the Peristyle Passage Fiend challenge. That's when he goes back. But yeah, that's a really good Pazu fight. That is very, very good. I hate that motherfucker. I hate farming him.
Well, we talked about it. The time limit's an hour and 30 minutes. The kills are 529. So we'll see you in Chapter 11. Thanks, JTB.